Hello chess friends! In this lesson today we will continue with pawn endgames and we will talk about endgames in which pawns are not on the same file. Before we start with this first position, please take a look at my first lesson about pawn endgames, and information about that is in right upper corner. In this position here, it is black on the move and black is fighting for draw in this endgame while white wants to win the game. The best move for black, which draws the game, is f3. Let's see now what will happen if black thinks that it is everything the same and if he plays king g6 to obtain opposition. He will actually lose the game now, because after king f4, king f6, king captures the pawn, black still gains opposition, but the point is that at this moment there is this tempo move for white, f3, which will change the side who is on the move. Black is going to lose the opposition and lose the game. But, as we said, first move e3 is great move which draws the game. This simply forces white to capture this pawn, otherwise white will lose the game because black will promote, and when capturing happens, now black gains opposition. And the point is that white doesn't have any tempo move to change the side who is on the move and to win the game. So the game is drawn. In this example, it is black on the move. It is interesting that both sides will promote at the same time, but actually black is going to lose this game because he has very bad and very passive position for his king. So there is nothing better for black than to play h5 and start marching this pawn to the promotion. And after a4, h4, a5, h3, a6, h2, a7, h1 queen, a8 queen. Now, because queen was with check, black played king g1, and white will use this sequence of moves now to approach closer with the queen. We see now how, in a forced way, white approaching closer with the queen. If now in this moment black plays king to g2, then queen g5 check, king h3, queen h5 check, king must go to g2, queen g4 check, queen h4 check is not needed now because simply king f2 immediately wins the game. This position is very well known for us because when we learn endgames queen versus pawn, we have learned positions similar to this, which says that when one side promotes on the edge file, it can be a trouble and queen is useless on h1 square. There is no any possible check. There are several checkmate threats and white wins the game. If after queen c5 king goes to h2, then simply queen e5 check, king g1, queen d4 check, king h2, queen h4 check, and now of course if king goes to g1, this is very interesting, then queen f2 is checkmate, so king has to go to g2, and then simply queen g4, and again king f2, black is in Zugzwang, and white easily wins this game. In this position now it is white on the move, but the idea will be very similar as in the previous example. White will play king f6, trying at the same time to stop black's h-pawn and also to support his pawn if needed. After king g2, logically b4, h5, and now king g5 attacking the pawn. Black plays king g3, and now it would be very wrong for white to capture this pawn on h5 because black king will enter into the square of the pawn, which means that he will be able to catch the pawn and white will not be able to win, the game will be drawn. But after king g3, the best move for white is simply b5. And now both sides will promote, but the point is that white promotes with check and doesn't allow black actually to promote on h1. That is the key why white wins this game. After b8 check, king g2. This is now exactly the endgame queen versus edge file pawn, in which we have learned that if white king is 2 squares away of the critical g3 square, then white wins the game. In this case, of course, that rule is fulfilled and white easily wins. White will first improve the position of his queen, although it is not obligatory to happen here, but it is nice looking when queen is on e2, and then king approaches closer. So now black is free to promote, but when that happens, simply king g3, very well known position for us, and black resign because his queen is useless and black is not able to stop all possible checkmates in this position. This is the last position for today's lesson. Here it is white on the move and white has to win. It is not simple and white will win the game after a few clever moves he plays and forces black king into the position where white will promote with check. In this position, it would be wrong to capture the pawn on b7, because after king b3, king c6, king c4, and now if f4, for example, just king d4, and obviously white is not able anymore to defend his own pawn, the game is drawn. Or if after king c4, king d6 is played, then simply king d4, king e4, and again the pawn will be lost and the game is drawn. That is why correct move in the starting position is king to d6. After king d6, now black has two options: to push b5 directly or to approach closer with his king. If he pushes b5, we play king c5 and we attack the pawn. And now after king b3, the difference between this and the previous position is that now the pawn on f2 is very safe and black is not able to win it. Wherever he plays now just f4 and white easily wins. That is why b5 is bad move and king a3 must be played. Now white must be careful not to make mistake. If white now plays f4, then black will play b5. And if now white plays f5, simply both sides will promote at the same time, but since white king is on d6, queen promotion is not with check and the game is simply now drawn. White could even make a terrible move and even lose the game here after b5 move if he plays king to c5. That is very bad because now black promotes first, and when white promotes there is queen b4 check and queen on f8 will be lost. So white has to be careful also in this endgame, but after king a3, f4 is bad move, but king c5 is excellent move which wins the game. Now there is nothing else for black than to play king a4, and now f4, b5, f5, b4, and now again it is wrong to play f6, because after b3, f7, b2, f8 queen, b1 queen, queen a8 check, simply king b3, and the game is drawn. White cannot make any progress in this position. But after b4 move, the winning move is great move king c4. And now after b3, king c3, and the key moment happens now. In order to still play this game, black must play king a3, and that is the moment which white wanted to happen, because white's pawn now promotes with check. No matter that black promotes first, white promotes with check, and black king is now in a very bad position. If black king goes to a2, it will be immediate checkmate queen a8, so the only move is king a4, but then queen on b1 is unfortunately lost and white wins this game. That would be all for this video chess lesson. If you want to see some specific content in my lessons, please place the comment below my video on YouTube. Take a look at these suggested videos and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.